Welcome to my Days of Our Lives official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Eric and Nicole are eager to put Salem and its drama behind and head to sunny Paris now that they have finally come to terms with Jude being their kid. To celebrate and bid them farewell, the family gets together at the Brady pub. Body and Soul is being rapidly revived by Kate and Abe, and it appears that everyone in Salem is eager to try out for a part, including Dr. Marlena Evans. Or perhaps it's Hattie Adams. The trailer keeps showing Gabby and Stefan's romance as well as Jack and Chad breaking down a door to enter a room in a warehouse. Has Abigail been located at last, or is this just another dead end? Fiona and Brady ended up in bed after the catastrophic double wedding, where she revealed her son Xander as the real Kiriaki's heir and exposed Teresa's betrayal. Given that Fiona is once again reminding Brady, who is wearing a robe, that no one can find out about this, it appears that this might not have been a one-time error. Teresa attempted to escape Salem, but Xander stopped her. Next week, Tate calls his mother at the Salem Police Department and expresses his concerns about her future. For Teresa, is this it? Does she have one more trick up her sleeve, or is Statesville her destiny? The last thing this community needs is another murderer on the loose, Paulina tells Jada while Connie keeps giving the word crazy new meaning. At last, does Everett, or Bobby, faint? Stephanie and Jada had suspicions last week that Bobby was impersonating Everett. But as he collapses, Stephanie approaches him and begs him to awaken. He claims he battled valiantly to get back to her when she and Jada finally got him into a bed. It seems like he could be Everett once more. Stephanie sobs as the commercial concludes, saying, "Hang on, just stay with me." Has insane Connie succeeded in keeping Bobby/Everett silent so far that he can't admit she's the murderer everyone is hunting for? Days of Our Lives spoilers indicate that the double wedding ended up being a complete disaster, which is why Xander Cook and Sarah Horton decided against declaring their undying love right away. Instead of having their marriage ceremony marred by all the explosive drama and shocking revelations, Xander and Sarah should have a truly joyous event. Now that he is aware that he is the son of Victor Kiriakis and the heir to half of the Kiriakis' fortune, it is obvious that Xander is dealing with a lot. Xander is now not very happy with Fiona Cook because his mother has always lied to him. When the time comes, Fiona is invited to the wedding redo in the Kiriakis' home, and Sarah hopes that Xander will change his mind. Fiona alluded to the fact that it might not be a good idea and said that perhaps Xander shouldn't be getting married at all. Fiona might be right, given Xander's past and the number of disastrous marriage ceremonies he has experienced thus far. Will anything more stand in the way of Xander and Sarah's romance now that they've encountered a new obstacle? This time, are Sarah and Xander really going to tie the knot? Days spoilers indicate that Xander will maintain his status as an independent, self-made man, at least for the time being. It's likely, though, that all the money and power the Kiriakis have will eventually go to Xander's head. Fans of DOL may also count on Sarah to play a part in pressuring Xander to make apologies with Fiona. Fiona may have a motive to support this second chance at marriage if Sarah is hoping for a restored mother-son relationship. Thankfully, it doesn't seem like they'll discard all of the work days put into developing Xander's character and re-establishing his romance with Sarah. It's fantastic news that Xander and Sarah will eventually tie the wedding, according to our day's forecasts. Nevertheless, Xander might always struggle with a darker side, perhaps even more so now that he is aware that Victor is actually his biological father. According to spoilers for Days of Our Lives, Sarah will keep demonstrating her love for Xander. Follow his journey to become the man she needs to know. Dove reiterates the notion that perhaps we can prevent and change things for the future if we can learn about the details of what happened in the past. That's something that our beloved Salemites might benefit from learning as well, as it's undoubtedly vital for real life. Given that Connie consistently gives the impression of being aware of everything going on in the community, it stands to reason that she should be aware that secrets in Salem are never truly hidden. We can be certain that Lee's murder will be neatly wrapped up by the time this drama ends. However, before everything is said and done, Connie might try to eliminate a few more people. Gabby is getting too close to someone who wants her to suffer. Rafe continues to have a clear bullseye on his back. Bobby may believe he is smart, but he is playing a risky game with a murderer. Regardless of your feelings toward Connie, I think you're supposed to hate the bad guy, Dove jokes. Her actor is honored to have contributed thus much to Days Past. I'm just thrilled to be able to share stories, whether they are the true account of what happened to Angela or the crazy fictional version of Connie. Somewhere else I'm kind of amazed by how fast Bobby became apparent to everyone. In the hospital, he was excellent at first, but after that, he was careless and moved too quickly and forcefully to put Everett in a position where he could come back in touch with Jada. Thank heavens, after just one session, Marlena recognized something wasn't right. Otherwise, she would come across as utterly inept. Gabby has her arms crossed and is facing Connie in a hospital room. Rafe is connected to a ventilator and is unconscious. Regarding Connie and Gabby, you two are in danger. Was Gabby really going to let Connie in so quickly? I understand that she's grieving and under stress, which may affect your perception, but there is nothing about Connie that does not scream red flag. Oh my god! You are my favorite, I just want to be close to you, I'll help you without getting paid, and, oh, yes, I was just in your brother's room since evidently that was the best spot to look for you following his stabbing by an unidentified perpetrator. Run away from me. Gabby. However, Connie will continue to stir up issues by hanging around for a while. Spoilers for next week even suggest that she might be pursuing Ava for some reason. Even though Sherry Jimenez had some lovely things to say about Rafe and Galen Gehring, which gives us hope that he will stay, Rafe's future is still uncertain. Xander confronted his mother across the square, accusing her of lying to him all of his life. Fiona stated that she had remained silent because she didn't want to offend her husband Titus by coming clean. Xander questioned why, in the wake of Titus's death, she hadn't come clean. After Titus's death, Fiona acknowledged she had been consumed by grief and alcohol and had not been able to address the situation. Reminding Fiona that he had also been grieving, Xander would not hear his mother's justifications anymore. Xander demanded that he and Sarah carry out the ceremony after Fiona left. Sarah recommended they get home and reassured Xander that she was fine with their waiting. Xander told her to stay with Maggie and went off on his own for a while. And Dove's hometown was the exact location of victim shaming. She didn't only feel a connection to the events from the beginning because she knew and attended to school with several of the people involved, she even harbored a strong love on one of the murderers prior to anything happening. Dove felt an affinity with Angela in part because of her own terrible experiences, which contributed to their relationship. In the 4th episode of the podcast, she will go further into that subject with heartbreaking candor. However, the idea of the secrets we keep and the secrets we keep for other people in our small towns also played a part. Some people are empathic, while others are not. People were like, oh, those poor boys, and this has been validated in multiple interviews that will be included in the podcast. I can recall this very clearly. Their life was devastated by them. Since 2 of them play football, folks were somewhat concerned about it. I never heard anyone say, oh my god, that poor girl, at first. She won't even make it to the next day. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.